go. Bring it up, baby. Let's go.
What is good? 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 How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's Saturday is going great. Hope everybody's Saturday has been phenomenal so far, man. Another somewhat quiet day, but guess what? We had a lot of freaking things. We still have a lot of things to talk about today. Yesterday we mentioned a lot about the offense and what we wanted to do there. I'm gonna talk about the defense today, man. I really want to touch up on what the defensive side of the ball could really look like once the Las Vegas Raiders get this whole thing done and dusted. And shout out to everybody who's already in here. We got Robert in the chat, was good. SVT, Josh, Renato, Swin Raider, Thor was popping, Chris Gang was good. Malik was good. Blue King, Sarah, shout out to you. Digital Press, happy birthday, my man. Happy birthday to Digital Press. Kiwi, can't stop, won't stop. Cash Lord, Richard, Darnell, Rob, Mudville, Jesus. Who else we got up in here? Isaiah, B, the numbers, Mudville again. Oh, yeah, we lit again. Jeffrey, Docs, Andrew, Raider Cortez, Eric, we got a whole lot of y'all in here. Christian, Salvo, what else? Ghost was popping. Man, we got a lot of y'all in here. Shout out to everybody in here, man. And look, man, like as you can see by the title, I mean, not the title, but the thumbnail of today's live, man. I want to mention that defensive side of the ball, man, because these last couple of days, with Devontae getting traded to the Las Vegas Raiders, we've been like, oh, Josh Jacobs, oh, Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, Darren Waller. It's going to be unstoppable, right? But we honestly have to start talking about what the Raiders are trying to actually build on the defensive side of the ball. And something that I have to talk to you guys about, right? Before heading into free agency, the first thing I said was, don't expect us to use major cap on the offensive side of the ball. And you guys may be saying, well, you're already wrong. We're paying Devontae Adams $28 million. Technically, I'm not, because due to his signing bonus, Devontae Adams' cap hit is only $8 million this year, which is absolutely phenomenal. Shout out to Champ Kelly and Dave Ziegler getting this man's cap hit to $8 million this year. That is actually amazing. But I want to talk to you guys about what the Raiders are trying to build on the defense right now, right? So shout out to Gus Bradley and what he was able to do last year. We honestly have some nice, and I mean some nice cornerstone pieces, young guys to build around this defense, right? Obviously, we got the $98 million man, Mad Max Crosby. He's here. He's here for a long time, right? He got a 5-year, 4-year extension. He's here until he's 30. So you got Mad Max. That's a core piece. You got Trayvon Merrick. You got Nate Hobbs. You just traded for Rocky Sin. He should be here for quite some time. Hopefully him earning himself an extension this season, right? We have some cornerstones to build around, bro. Like, it's actually freaking exciting, my man. I cannot wait. With the addition of Chandler Jones, with already having Denzel Perryman and Divine Diablo on the roster, it's amazing. It is amazing to see what the Raiders are building. And I had to bring up this, you guys. I told you guys 60 to 75% of the Raiders cap this season is going to be used on that defensive side of the ball. And it's looking like so far that's being done, right? I mean, we haven't brought in too many offensive players besides a fullback, a running back, and Devontae. And like I said, Devontae's cap hit due to Champ Kelly and Dave Ziegler doing their magic is $8 million this season, right? We got him on a lot of guaranteed money at signing bonus. So shout out to those two for putting in a lot of work, but this is very exciting for the Raiders. Shout out to Graf. He says the hat, bro. Hey, man. I'm a diehard A's fan. I can name everybody on the roster. I know everybody on that roster. Now, I don't know not damn one person on the A's roster, but hey, man, I'm from Oakland. I fuck with the A's. Shout out to the A's, man. But look, with Max, with Merrick, with Hobbs, we need with Diablo. You got a young key player to build around on each level of the football field on defense. That's very, very, very promising. Like that's extremely, extremely promising. Some teams may have a good defensive lineman, a good corner, but they don't have a guy at every single level. Divine Diablo showed a lot of freaking promise this last season. We got ourselves a linebacker, whether he's at Will or whether he's at Mike. We got ourselves a linebacker, right? I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I really, really am. And there's still a lot of offseason to be made. And yesterday, I put up a post on the community tab mentioning two positions, right tackle and nose tackle. And the three options for right tackle was Trent Brown, Billy Turner, and I don't remember who the third one was. And on defense, I mentioned Linval Joseph, Brandon Williams, and Eddie Goldman, right? If you can go out and you can get one of those three at right tackle and one of those three at defensive tackle, at nose tackle specifically, you are building yourself a very, very, very strong starting roster. After that, I feel like it's kind of weird because we went into this offseason with pretty bad depth at the cornerback position. I feel like our cornerback depth is actually probably the best on the defense. The defense has a lot of cornerback depth, in my opinion. We still need a safety. We still need a linebacker of the future. Hopefully, some names like Leo Chanel or Jojo Deman or one of my favorites personally, Brian Asamoah is there by pick 86. And you can go out and you can get your guy of the future. Malik, Malcolm Kuntz. Malcolm Kuntz showed a lot of freaking promise, right? So you got a lot of people you could build around, a ton. And shout out to B-Man. I think that if you go out and get Gilmore, you are solidifying yourself as a top guy in the AFC, not in the AFC West, in the AFC. And you guys may think he's just one player. Why does he solidify you as a top candidate in the AFC? Well, it's pretty damn simple. He's a guy that is the perfect scheme fit for Patrick Graham. He's a tall corner. He's a long corner. He has the man-on-man coverage. He's not a zone guy. He will be a great fit for the Las Vegas Raiders. And the reason why I say that is because just take a look at the wide receivers in this division. Outside of Tyreek Hill, none of them are speed guys. None of them. Not one are speed guys. Keenan Allen, not speed. Mike Williams, not speed. What are the boys? Tim Patrick, Cortland Sutton, those are not speed guys. Um, who else? Who else in here is not speed? Our entire division does not have these speed guys on the outside. We have a lot of possession receivers, go up and grab it receivers in our division. The only true speedster is Tyreek Hill, and guess what? We got that man's nightmare with Anthony Averett. I'm just very excited to see the nucleus that we have on the defensive side of the ball right now. Of course, in my opinion, we still need another nose tackle. We still need another defensive tackle in general. We still need another two linebackers, in my opinion, and a safety, right? And potentially Gilmore as well. That's what I feel like the Raiders should go out and do. But this defense could really, really, really ranks amongst the league's best in this coming season because man, there is some big, big things that this defense can go and do in this division. It's just matchup for matchup, week in and week out, right? Imagine Rocky Sin. Imagine Rocky Sin and Gilmore, man on man, with Nate Hobbs in the slot. It doesn't get much better than that in man coverage. It doesn't get much better than that in man coverage, you guys. So really, I would love for us to go out and get that. I would love for us to see that happen. And the reason why is because truly, Hill isn't happy with the Chiefs. Hey, if Hill isn't happy with the Chiefs, man, I hope he gets traded outside the division. Patrick Mahomes would be pissing his pants because he would have nobody to throw to. He would have nobody to throw to. Shout out to Malik again. He says 25 mil June 2nd from Nassib, Littleton, Ruggs, Arnett, arbitration compensation. We got money. Did we get the money for Ruggs and Arnett? I don't believe we're getting that money from those guys. And if we do, I don't think until next year. No news on Gilmore Matthew. Personally, we talked about Tyrann Mathieu last night. Shout out to everybody that was on. Man, I don't know what the hell just happened, man. I'm sorry. But we just talked about Tyrann Mathieu. We just talked about Tyrann Mathieu last night. And the reason why I talked about Tyrann Mathieu last night is because for some reason, in my eyes, there is no reason why a talent of Tyrann Mathieu's level should still be out on the market closing in on a week into free agency. And the reason why I say that with Tyrann Mathieu is because let's be honest, people may not like his character, but he is a huge, 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 huge pickup for any teams that gets it. Any teams that gets him, it's a huge pickup, man. He is a great talent. He's a great football player. The reason why I feel like Tyrann Mathieu is still not on the roster is because I feel like he's pricing himself too high. I feel like he may be pricing himself too high. And if that's the case, I don't know if I want him in the silver and black because you clearly can see that Ziegler, McDaniels, Champ Kelly, they all have a plan going forward. They all have a guy. They all have a future with what they want to do with the Raiders. And if people want to start saying, "Oh, I'm in the point of the career when I want to get paid," they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to be like, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll settle for you because you want to get paid." That's not what this organization is trying to build. One thing that I will say, if there's anything that the Zieglers and McDaniels are actually bringing to this organization in terms of the Patriot way, it's not overpaying for guys. I truly do believe that we would have had interest in guys like Stephon Gilmore last offseason if it was with this same core, with this same guys, we would have had the same interest in Stephon Gilmore. And this is the thing. I feel like Stephon Gilmore would have already got signed with the Raiders, but we would have heavily, heavily overpaid this man. Stephon Gilmore is another guy. He's almost a week in to free agency. And I understand it's a little bit different between Stephon Gilmore and Tyrann Mathieu. Stephon Gilmore is a defensive player of the year or defensive back of the year, 5-time Pro Bowler, all pro. He's in a bracket of his own, in my opinion. But when it comes to Gilmore, day by day, week by week, hour by hour, his price is going down, right? His price is going down. Rosters are getting filled. Teams are getting their guys. So with the Raiders right now being patient, with the Raiders taking in all the information they can, waiting for possibly other teams to let go of their guys, we're being smart. We're being smart. Now, do I wish we can go out and get a Tyrann Mathieu or Stephon Gilmore very, very quickly? I sure as hell do. But guess what? Those prices are going down on all those guys. Maybe not by huge numbers, but just a bit. Gilmore's better than JC. I think JC could be a system corner. It's a possibility, Josh, but I don't think that a guy like JC is a system corner. At the end of the day, when you look at JC Jackson's film and not his highlights, it shows. It shows what JC Jackson is. He's a man-on-man corner. He's a guy that can attack the football. He's a guy that can high point the football like a wide receiver. He is a great corner. I don't think that he's a system corner. Do I think that that system allowed him to magnify his traits and his abilities? Yes, but that doesn't mean that he's a system corner. I still think that he'll go and have a phenomenal season with the Chargers. Do I wish he was a system corner? Yes, I wish he was a system corner because then I feel like the Chargers would get a bum, but I don't think he's a system corner. Do I think that Gilmore is a better corner than JC? Where Gilmore is at with what we're trying to do with our roster, he may fit a little bit better. He's a bigger frame. He's a veteran. He would be able to teach the defense to an extent, right? I'm not saying that JC can't, but he just has overall more knowledge of game. I feel like he would be a perfect kind of guy to bring in like we brought in Casey Hayward last year, right? We had a new coach, we had a new scheme. We wanted a guy that can teach that new scheme with that new coach, but on the field. While the players are learning, he can give them tips and tricks to how to get better while they're going, right? So that's why I feel like Gilmore's a better fit as of today. A week ago, if you would have asked me who would have I rather prefer, I would have said JC Jackson. But you have to look at the bigger picture. You have to look at the bigger picture. And real quick, man, shout out to Omar with the super. He says Asamoah, Kobe in the draft. I think that both of those guys would be be gone in the third round. So if you're asking me who would I rather the Raiders pick with our third round pick out of those two, I would have to go Brian Asamoah, only because I feel like right now with what we've done at cornerback this offseason so far, I feel like linebacker is a bigger need. And if you look on paper, you may be thinking, well, I'm a little bit crazy for saying that linebacker is a bigger need right now due to the fact that we just have a Pro Bowl linebacker in Denzel Perryman. But you got to look at it. Denzel Perryman will hit 30 next year. Denzel Perryman is in a system completely different to what he's played in his entire career now. Do I think that Denzel Perryman is still going to be a good player? Yes. There's no way, shape, or form that Denzel Perryman becomes trash. Denzel Perryman is not a system linebacker. Denzel Perryman is a good football player. So I still think that he'll produce, but I don't know if he'll produce at the level that Gus Bradley's system allowed him to, right? Because there's a lot more that comes into being in this Patrick Graham system. There's a lot more that is asked by these guys. Whether it's linebacker, whether it's slot corner, whether it's outside corner, whether it's safety, whether it's free safety, strong safety, a lot is asked, even from your rushers, outside linebackers. A lot is asked from these guys. Let's see. Shout out to B-Man. He says Raiders needs by highest need is right tackle, linebacker, safety, and corner. I agree. I agree, but I definitely would bump corner down and I would put guard in there a little bit higher. But I agree. I would love for the Raiders to go out and get Gilmore. It may not be a pressing need as it was a week ago due to all the people we've brought in, but I would definitely love to bring in Gilmore. Shout out to my guy Kenny. He says Hobbs can play outside corner. Listen, man, I don't want to talk bad on Hobbs because you've been extremely right on everything when it comes to Nate Hobbs, but I don't know. I feel like outside corner, it just doesn't fit him. Especially when you turn on his film from Illinois, it doesn't fit him at all. I feel like slot is his home. There's no reason to move Hobbs outside the slot, in my opinion, at all. Keep him where he's going to have his most success. I'm not saying that he won't have success on the outside, but at the same time, you need to keep your guys where they're already having success, in my opinion. No point in switching him to the outside, especially when you can just go out and get a Gilmore that can play that role and you can keep him inside. You can keep him inside. There was a tweet. What about a tweet? Let's see. Linebackers are available in the middle rounds. Value is that of a running backs you can get in the third or fourth. Put Rock outside. Rock is an outside corner. Rock Yasin is an outside corner. Most definitely. Shout out to Jeff. He says, love the ace hat. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hobbs, our slot for years. Yeah, Hobbs is our slot corner for many, many years to come. Many, many years to come. No reason to move Hobbs on the outside, in my opinion. But if Patrick Graham says, "Hey Hobbs, Nate, go on the outside," hey, I'm all for believing whatever Patrick Graham wants. Let's see, hit that like button. Facts. Everybody in here, man, hit that like button. Apparently we got over 350 of y'all, and we only got 45 likes. Come on, man, hit that like button if you haven't already. Um, let's see. Rock and Mullen outside. My thing is though, and tell me if I'm wrong. Every single cornerback on this roster outside of Mullen has been acquired by this new regime. Keyshawn Nixon will be out the door. Cravon LeBlanc was brought in by this new regime. Anthony Avert was brought in by this new regime. Rocky Sin was brought in by this new regime. Nate Hobbs wasn't, but Nate Hobbs, there's no reason to even move on from Nate Hobbs. If you bring in Stephon Gilmore, that's another guy brought in by the new regime. Trayvon Mullen is kind of the outside man. He's the odd man out. So if we do land a guy like Gilmore, I definitely feel like this could be the end for Trayvon Mullen in the silver and black. I wouldn't want it to be that way, but it does seem like he's the odd man out in terms of the corners. You know, you think we're cleaning house? Absolutely not. There's no reason to clean house. We are getting better. I hope, man. People on other YouTubes has not been like brainwashing motherfuckers to think that this is a clean house or a what's it called, a rebuild or nothing like that, man. Because hell no, man. Shout out to Tony. He says, Andy, told you 2 days ago we gonna be all right, man. Y'all definitely told me. I think Wasted's energy was rubbing off on me, man. Shout out to Wasted. His energy was rubbing off on me. We still got Amik. Yeah, I think Amik he's a guy that potentially is a cut candidate, you know. And another thing to look at, right? If you do trade Mullen before the deadline, you're saving $2 million. So who knows? But I also agree with my guy Alvaro right here. He says cornerback. There's never too many. I agree. I agree. Omar also says Faalele might fall to the third round. I don't think so. I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to fall in love with his tangibles, weight, size, and they're going to see how they're going to see a guy that there's going to understand it's a project, but they're going to see the upside on where they can take him because he's so new to football, and they're going to draft him highly. That's what I feel like is going to happen with Falele. If he's there in the third round, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I am a fan of Carmen Brasillo. So if we were to go out and get Falele in the third round, in the off chance that he does fall there, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all. I wouldn't be mad at all. Feel like a trade is happening to get a second. I mean, if we go out and we trade somebody on this roster for a second round pick, I don't think that anybody on this roster holds that much weight outside outside of Josh Jacobs. I feel like you can get a first round pick for Waller if for whatever reason you want to trade him. I feel like really the only trade that I feel like you can get a second round pick for would be Jacobs, and even then, I feel like a team would be stupid to do that, us included. Abraham Lucas is more likely to be in the third. I don't think so. I think that Abraham Lucas will be a second round pick. I think that Abraham Lucas will be a second round pick. Now, if Abraham Lucas falls into the second freaking round, I mean, into the third freaking round, I am turning my card in immediately for Abraham Lucas. And the reason why is because Abraham Lucas may be slightly undersized for the right tackle position, but Abraham Lucas may have some of the best technique in this year's draft when it comes to the right tackle position. Can we get a second round for Abram? Hell no. Abram's trade value is probably a fifth round pick. Probably a fifth round pick at best. At best. What about mentioning the third Andy to pair outside with Adams? I would love to try and do that, but at the same time, I think Mechie's going to get drafted higher. I feel like the only wide receiver that you may see fall into the third round by our pick is going to be a guy like maybe Wandell Robinson, right? He's a guy that's he's a guy that's a slot receiver, undersized, coming from Kentucky. Maybe didn't have a crazy combine or a crazy pro day, so I feel like he'll probably be there in the third round, and that's really the only receiver that I would go out and maybe try and get in the draft. Sky Moore, I don't think so. I think that Sky Moore will go in the third, but I feel like it'll be in the early third round. Who'd you sign at left tackle right now? Well, we don't need a left tackle, Joe Nation. If you meant to say right tackle, I would go probably Billy Turner, Trent Brown, maybe call up Jermaine Illuminor to see if he's still in right tackle form or if he wants to stay at guard. There's a couple options, right? I feel like the best options though kind of already went off the board there. But oh, you meant left guard. When it comes to left guard, I don't like the left guard options. Personally, I feel like we may have to ask we may just have to ask Denzel Good to play another season at left guard. I think that we're gonna have to ask Denzel Good coming off of a knee issue to play left guard, which personally I'm not too mad at, right? Because if you look at Denzel Good, right, his injury happened in week one. He's a guy that's a Swiss Army knife. He played on every single position of that offensive line besides center and left tackle, right? So I'm definitely interested to see. We may actually be letting Denzel Good play left guard. So who knows? Denzel Good is solid. Yeah, if he's healthy, man, give him a shot. I think he deserves it. I think that, him coming off of a blown up ACL, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, man. It is kind of hard. But I gotta get someone else's opinion on that. And you know, let me know what you think, brother. What you
Yo,
thinking, man?
to be
What you
honest, I don't
thinking?
even know what you're talking about, bro. I just seen the link in the group chat and I said I'm about to pull up real quick.
Hey, appreciate it, man. But I was just talking about it, right? We were just going through a couple options. Um, I think that Josh McDaniels is going to give Denzel Good a shot at left guard.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I think that because look, here's why. You make more money by cutting Denzel Good than you make by cutting Nick Kwiatkowski.
No, facts. Facts.
And we didn't cut Denzel Good. And let's be honest, Denzel Good is when he's playing, bro, he's good.
Yeah.
Like he is a good player. He played every single position besides center and left tackle. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised if he played the left guard position. I definitely feel like he's an instant upgrade over John Simpson. It kind of sucks because we
Yeah.
spent a third round pick on John Simpson, man.
Well,
But
we spent a fifth on him, right?
no, it was pick 100. That was the last pick of the third round that year.
Was it? I thought it was a fifth.
Nah, a fifth was Tanner Muse when we could have got Tanner Muse in the
No,
seventh.
Tanner was the third, bro.
Oh, then I got him flipped
Yeah, you got to
then
flip flop.
probably.
Yeah, it don't matter. But I know what you're saying. I mean,
Yeah.
look, at the end
Damn,
of the day,
Tanner was a third.
yeah, he was a third, bro. That's why it hurt so bad with that draft. He was
Holy
a fourth rounder.
Oh, he's a
rounder.
fourth. Okay.
Yeah, so we had it in the middle of both. There you go.
Yeah,
But
we were both wrong.
I mean, but let's be real. I mean, he hasn't done enough in this league, and there's no attachment to him either with this whole new regime. I think Denzel Good, he's up there, what, 31, 30, 31, somewhere around that range.
Yeah.
I mean, he's more a proven commodity. And one thing about him is he can move around.
Yeah.
Look, there's a reason why you bring back Denzel Good. At the end of the day, man, he can spot.
Well, he's already under contracts. That's a good thing.
Yeah, but I don't care about that $4 million. We're already saving so much money elsewhere. Once DC's contract is extended and Hunter Renfro's, and then this $20 million is cleared up, there's really no reason to get rid of Denzel Good. We're already thin of O-line. Why get rid of someone that can literally pretty much play damn near every spot, plug and play? It just doesn't make any sense. So no, I agree with you, brother. Like he may start on that left side, but I think the regime still gives Simpson a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think that's a really strong left side when healthy, though, bro.
No,
like
definitely.
Denzel Good and Colton Miller. Yeah. That's a strong left side in my opinion. Like I'm kind of like, damn, like John Simpson, you may have to go back in the depth chart and you may have to just play when needed. But I think Denzel Good should get that.
I'm good with that. Like bro, like look, a great O-line doesn't have John Simpson in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like so at the end of the day, if he's coming off the bench or just sparing, hey, cool with me.
So I think that I would be comfortable, and this is where it's kind of fucked up, bro. Because the nation is so divided on Trent Brown. So divided on Trent Brown. Some of us want him back because we know that he fills a gaping need for this team. And some of us are just strung up on the fact that he wanted to get the fuck up out of here. Listen, if I was your doctor and I fucking injected oxygen into your bloodstream and almost killed your ass, I would want to get the hell out too. I would want to leave too. So I don't necessarily.
Seattle. I heard that he's going back for. I could be wrong, but I think he's going back for a second time. I don't even think he's left Seattle yet. So I think Seattle signs him. Look, they're going to pair him back up with Gabe. You know what I'm saying? They're close. It makes sense. I think he'll be in Seattle. Look, the writing's on the wall with Trent Brown, you guys. I get that Josh McDaniels is there, that Zig is there, but I think not just.
I think he's going to Seattle.
Yeah, me too. But not just the doctor, right? Like I get that, and it's the fan base. Like I think that's broken. Like him and Trent Brown, us and Trent Brown, it's broken. I don't even think he would want to come back to that. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with us. I mean, look, let's just be real, bro. This guy came and robbed us blind. I mean, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he did.
There was always something with Trent Brown. You know what I mean? In year one, he balled out, cool. And then it was just like he got complacent again. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like if they bring Trent Brown in, cool. I trust this regime. But if we don't, thank God. I just, you know what I mean?
I think the news of the day is that Lyle Collins left Cincy without a deal.
But now they're saying that there's a second meeting set up with them as well. And I know Miami is also in on that.
It's also in on that, yeah.
You know what I mean? So look, I don't even think that we're in on Collins, to be honest. I think we bring back Jermaine Illuminor, and then we look at maybe like a Darrell Williams, because I think we spoke about this before. Playing with Buffalo, I think that Josh McDaniels got a great look at him twice a year to see what this guy can do.
Darrell Williams is like, damn, bro. Like, in my opinion, it's like, why even bother with Darrell? Like, if you're gonna go the Darrell Williams of the world route, why not just bring back a guy that you know in Jermaine Illuminor? Like, that's what I think. Like, if you're gonna go with that kind of right tackle, and don't get me wrong, when I say that kind of right tackle, I'm talking about he's not the top of the top in his position, right? And don't get me wrong, the Bengals almost won the Super Bowl with one of the most historically ass offensive linemen in the world. Like they had a horrible offensive line. So we know that you can get very, very far with a bad O-line. Enough firepower, you can get far.
Yeah,
but
I mean, look, they were 3 points. I mean, 4 points away from winning the Super Bowl. So
they were fucking 1 second away from a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If Aaron Donald's fucking crazy ass didn't get in there, bro, Jamar Chase was whoop.
Yeah.
He was out of there.
Yeah. I mean, look, bring a serviceable O-line together. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we don't have to have top of the line guys to come in. I think a lot of the parts are already there. I think they already like Andre James a lot with them restructuring them already. I think that they already sold on him being our starting center. We got a centerpiece with Colt Miller on the left side. I think that, you know, like you said, Denzel Good, I think that there's a reason why we haven't even talked. There hasn't even been any talk about him moving on. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout to bro. What's up, bro?
What's good?
Yo.
What's good, my boy, at work or what?
Yeah, man. That's why I'm cammed down now. I'm back in the office.
Hey, shout to the chat real quick, man. Hey, wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. You guys are not subscribed to Lil Bro yet, man. Run that up, man. 5K, man. 5K.
We over 550 deep, man. So please, if you guys are new, man, sub to my guy Hammer. He puts on a lot of fucking great content, and he is grinding right now, man. The boy is grinding. So please go check him out. It's pretty simple. Hammer's House. Go check him out on YouTube. My guy, we finna be live on my guy's channel in less than an hour. Doing a celebration over there, man. 14K, brother.
And we're gonna break some news today about the Four Horsemen and a few things that we got going on with the draft. So you guys stay tuned. Our brother Waste is gonna be on there with us rocking as well. So Hammer, if you can, brother, get away for a few and let's chop it and shoot the shit. But we've been working a lot behind the scenes to make some great things happen, man, for this whole Vegas trip. I know a lot of plans have changed with us not having a first round draft pick and a second round draft pick. But guess what we're going to do, you guys? Day one of the draft, we're going to call it Devontae Adams Day. And we're going to celebrate that. And we're going to be out there. Trust me, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. So
we're going to find them. We're going to go find them. We're going to go find the house.
Devontae Adams Day, first day of the draft. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to shoot the shit.
Devontae Day.
Yeah, Devontae Day. And we're going to break some news. We're going to break some news with
on Tay Day.
Well, what we got? Hey, Tay Day. I like that. Tay Day. There we go.
That's dope.
That Thursday. Tay Day.
That's fire.
Gilmore as well, Uncle Rico. Look, man, I think with Carolina, and we're going to talk about this on the show tonight as well. But with them re-signing Dante Jackson,
he's out the door.
Yeah, the Jets are still a team to look at. I know the Patriots may.
I don't think the Patriots bringing them back.
I don't think so either. But
the Jets got the dude from Seattle.
Yeah.
And then the Niners got Trevarius Ward. So it's like, really, we're
the only team there. And there's a contract already out there. Like we've already offered him a contract. I think at this point, at 31, I think he's just looking at all his options. He's pretty much saying, hey, let's see what's out there. Let's see if I can get some more money. He's from South Carolina. He never wanted to leave Carolina in the first place. But these guys got some young corners. They already drafted one. They brought another guy
J.C. Horn, bro, like
monster from South Carolina as well. And then they got a young guy that they just traded for last year from a former Florida
C.J. Henderson,
Jacksonville. Yes, C.J. Henderson. So the writing's on the wall. I think that he will be a Raider here soon. But I'm also hearing about another name. There's a lot of rumors out there, man. We still got some money. We're gonna free up some more. I'm hearing we are attached to Honey Badger as well, but I'm hearing that Indianapolis may be a team because they have a lot of money to spend.
Right Indianapolis, now. I think is like as of yesterday, Indianapolis is like the team to watch for Honey Badger. Yeah. But really quick, man, shout out to Joe Nason. He said, "You think Leatherwood could go back to right tackle?" Man, I don't know, man. I really like. At the end of the season last year, I'm not gonna say I loved what he put up on film, but he looked like he was settling down, coming into his own at the offensive guard position. I don't want him to move to left guard. I don't want him to move again. I want him to find a home at right guard in between Andre James and hopefully a good right tackle, whether it's Billy Turner, whether it's fucking, I don't know, Quessenberry. Y'all hate me. Y'all keep saying that name.
I'm not a huge fan of him, but at this point, I mean, look, I just trust the regime to see what
exactly.
They've been keeping their cards. Hey, for real, they belong in Vegas because these guys, they're keeping their cards very close to their chest. I'm not mad, but there's a reason why we haven't picked up a right tackle right now, y'all. Trust me.
I know, bro. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't.
Something is in the works.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's like the last time we were this quiet, bro. Like, shit was getting done.
Because
something's brewing.
Yeah, for real. And you're not gonna. And now that you don't have a first or second, you're not going to rely on a third or fourth or one of those fifths.
No. Yeah, you have to go into the draft at this point. Like, all right, best guy on the board, and we leave. Like, we leave the round. Each round is best guy on the board. Maybe in the fifth round, when you have back-to-back, you can kind of play your cards a little bit different. But going into the draft right now, like, you didn't went out and you got Devontae. You got one of your biggest needs, right? So it's like we were going to use our first or second round pick on a receiver anyways.
Yeah.
Like, so, shit, it is what it is. Like, who cares?
Okay, what's up, my brother?
And shout out to Omar. He says, Docs, my brother, what's up with Julio Jones for a 1-year prove-it deal? Pray to the gods. Hey, man, Graf was on a fucking mission last year to go bring that man in.
I drove to Alabama to go find him. I drove to Atlanta to go find him.
He was on a fucking mission, dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to Raider for Life. He says, Rams trade Woods to the Titans, and Brown signing Jacoby Brissett. Yep, that's a couple news to look at. I don't really care about Woods going to Tennessee. I feel like it's a little bit of a shocker, the compensation that they got for him, a 6th round next year.
But people tend to forget, bro, that Robert Woods' contract, like, because I see a lot of
his contract is bad.
Yeah, it is. Like, so why? Like, that's the reason why they got him for that. Like, we're not going to give up that kind of compensation for that.
I thought it would have been a late round pick this year, though. I didn't think it was going to be a late round pick next season, But hey, shout out to Tennessee. They feel like they got their guy to pair up with AJ Brown finally, right? Julio Jones didn't work out. So
Julio was supposed to be that plan. I think Julio's going to end up in Green Bay. I think he could potentially end up in Green Bay.
Green Bay needs to go young. They got Amari Rodgers over there. Like you know what I mean? Go get you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bring in a veteran, maybe him or AJ Green to have Aaron have a partner over there. But go young. Like, go draft you some young guys. You got all this draft capital now. They can potentially go get Olave or Garrett Wilson. Like, there's Traylon Burks out there. Like, you don't give up Devontae Adams to go get a Julio Jones at 33 or an AJ Green.
Here's the thing, though. Like, Julio Jones overcompensated for so much wrong on that roster, though.
Yeah.
That they have to actually build a roster now. Like, that's the hard part. It's like they actually now got to build a roster. So it's like, I don't know. Shout out to Tito, man. He says, Adams, Waller, Renfro, who's stopping us? Look, bro.
Monsters.
Our backfield is also good, too. Like, our backfield is good, too, man.
Four guys that can get it done. And let's not forget we got Tyron Johnson. I think that Foster's going to get better with Josh McDaniels being there. So,
And here's another thing, man. I loved Alec Ingold. I still think I still wish we would have brought him back, but I'm definitely not mad with the replacement that came in for him.
Did you see the
Now,
highlight? Did you see the highlight video of Johnson?
I didn't watch like some crazy highlights. I really just I saw one dude put up like a 16-minute video of every single block he had. That
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker's gonna have CTE by the end of his career, bro. He blocks with his fucking head and neck, dog. He's throwing everything at the player, which I love, bro, because it creates major run lanes for the running back, bro. So I love it. He's extremely aggressive, but that man's gonna have CTE on Antonio Brown's level, bro. Like his shit's gonna be crucified. Like shout out to him, bro. I hope he gets paid soon, bro. But like, damn.
RJ, I seen that. I seen Sanjeet saying that there's rumors of us bringing back Brandon Parker. To be honest with you, this may sound crazy. As long as he's not a starter, I'm not mad about it. Bring him back.
Yeah, if he's as long as he's not a starter, that's the key word there, bro. If you're bringing him back to think that he could start, like what?
And I don't think that Sanjeet throws that out there if he doesn't have a source. You know what I'm saying?
No, Sanjeet got guys that he talked to inside the building, bro.
Definitely. But like, it's not a big deal, you guys. He's a free agent. You'll get him for cheap. He's not going to start at all. We have a different regime, you guys. Like Josh McDaniels is not going to go into the season on a high note. How we are right now with Brandon Parker at right tackle.
Yeah, bro. No way. Shout out to Farrell, man. He says the key to the offense is McDaniels game changer. Look, the second we brought in McDaniels, who was it? Brandon Cooks on the NFL's post. He literally said that. He said he's a game changer. Look, bro, there's no way that I don't think that this offense will be clicking on all cylinders when they were able to go out. They were able to go out and have a top 5 red zone offense, having some of the worst weapons out on the outside in the league, right? You're going out and you're getting Josh McDaniels, probably the best offensive firepower on the outside that he's ever had. And the reason why I said outside is because he's had Gronk and fucking Aaron Hernandez. But at the same time, though, it's like he hasn't had a Devontae Adams ever. I mean, a lot of people don't have Devontae Adams, but you get what I'm trying to say, though. It's like you give this guy a Devontae Adams that a team has to account 2 to 3 defensive players every single week to. It's only going to give Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, and I said this, shout out to my guy ONT6 because I had him on the channel last night, bro. Do you know how fucking big that is for Josh Jacobs? Like when you have to put 2 extra defensive backs in the box because you need 2 extra DBs to account for Devontae, Renfrow, and Waller, bro. This man fucking Jacobs may go out and have 1,400 yards with 15 touchdowns. Like he could be like.
I agree with you, but I just with the way Josh McDaniels runs. He just runs with a committee. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't see him having. He's
still going to be our main guy, though. You know?
No, he will. He'll still be our workworkhorse. But it's Bolden's going to get touches. Kenyon's going to get touches. I mean, all these guys are going to get touches.
I'm excited for Kenyon, bro. Me too. I felt like the role that we're going to see Kenyon in this year is the role that he actually should have been in last year. But we, shout out to Gray Olsen, phenomenal guy, right? Fucking motherfucker. Shout out to Michael. He says, with Carr, fast release, and Josh playbook, maybe we don't need a great line, just a competent one. That's what we've been kind of trying to say. So it's like with Denzel Good, right? He's not a great player, but he's a guy that can get it done, right? He's a guy that can get it done week to week. Yeah, he'll probably end the season with fucking 6. He gave up 6, maybe 7 sacks, which is not the best, but at the same time, it's still a good stat, right? It's not bottom of the league, right? With the best thing, man, the best thing is the discipline that this team is going to get coming from New England. And I fucking hate New England, but they play disciplined football, you guys. When we're in the red zone and each week we see fucking Alex Leatherwood jump offsides or not offside, false start, that shit's not happening. Discipline is a major factor to what they're trying to implement on this team. And one thing that I really want to talk about when it comes to Patrick Graham, in his presser, one thing that I loved Patrick Graham said was, I'm gonna build my defense to however which way Josh McDaniels wants this team to be ran. If he wants this team to be ran nasty, mean, I'm gonna run my defense nasty, mean. If he wants this team to be ran this way, or that way, we're gonna run it that way. And that's what I like, man, because we got guys that can adapt. We got guys that can do so many different freaking things, and it's amazing. And shout out to Go to the Post, man.
And you guys, I'm gonna say this real quick because I feel like we're not calling it the Patriot way, right? This is the Josh McDaniels way. I think there's a reason why McDaniels and Ziegler left. It's because as of these years, when Tom Brady left, like that conservative shit in the offseason doesn't work anymore. These guys wanted to make some splashes. You're not going to be able to do that in New England. You're going to go get the Nelson Aguilars of the world. You know what I mean? Those kind of guys. Like they were looking to go somewhere and be able to build the team that they want. Go out and get some star power. Go out and do that. In New England, they don't do that. So I think that they came here knowing they had a plan in motion. I think Devontae was always in the cards from day one. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, at this point, this is who we are now, you guys. It's no longer, we're gonna dead this Patriot way shit. We're not doing that because once Tom Brady left, the Patriot way was deceased. It's over with. Because
Chris Gang said it perfectly, bro. And Furrow, I'm gonna put it back on the screen. This is commitment to excellence.
Yep.
They are bringing back what the Raiders organization was built on.
Yep.
That's what they're doing.
Yep.
That's what they're doing, bro. Those words right there. Commitment to excellence. Shout out to Chris Gang, bro. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Shout out to Farrell, man. He says, hear me out. We need another wide receiver. Speed, aka draft. Look, I mean,
Tyron Johnson, Farrell. Tyron Johnson.
You got Tyron Johnson, but you know, out of all the top names that we were talking about in the draft process when we were looking into getting a receiver in the draft, the only one that I could see that's potentially going to be there is two guys, Justin Ross or fucking what's-his-face, Wan'Dale Robinson. Yes. Those are the only two guys that I think could actually be there. You know, but the only thing about Justin Ross is injury history. Like, he has an injury history. Yep. So it's a little bit different, but I would like
Wan'Dale's dropping down boards because of his size.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But he got that speed. If Farrell thinks that we need that speed, he got that speed.
Yep.
He got that slot ability. He's the motherfucker is 5'10". He is 5'10", but he runs like he's 6'7".
Hey, isn't Tyquan Thornton like 6'3" or 6'4"? Boy,
no way.
Baylor,
no
right?
Way. No way.
Is he a bigger body?
Tyquan Thornton.
Baylor.
There's no way.
6'2".
He's 6'3". What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. And he's fast as shit at 4.28.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Shout out to BB. He says, "What do you think about Tyquan?" Listen, bro. I didn't know that the motherfucker was 6'3".
6'3", 6'4", bro. He's that. Like I'm telling you.
Shit,
Alec Pierce would be gone. I think Alec Pierce would be a second round.
Second round pick. Wan'Dale Robinson is a playmaker. I agree, Bourbon. He is. Wan'Dale is a playmaker, bro. But I don't know.
If he falls to the third, though, oh my God! If Alec Pierce is there,
that card is getting turned in immediately.
Running to the podium to get him.
Yeah, goes to the Post. He says, "What exactly happened with MC in Denver, though?" Listen, bro. He's mentioned this so many times. When he went into Denver, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Like he literally admitted to this shit, bro. Like, look. A lot of us in here are guys. You know how hard it is to fucking admit your wrongs, and when you're doing it in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people that you know are going to criticize you for it. Look, bro, McDaniels knows he fucked up in Denver, and he knows he fucked up bad. But that's why he took his ass to St. Louis. That's why he went back to New England for another X amount of years, and he learned. He learned how he was going to possibly be the best head coach he could be when he gets that opportunity again.
Yeah.
And he got it here. He got it here. And what are we doing wrong, right? Like this is the best thing about what we're building here. The day we got Chandler Jones, guess what Josh McDaniels was doing? He was in Georgia at their pro day. While Champ Kelly and Dave Ziegler were going to work behind the scenes. That's what this team is doing, you guys. We're killing two birds with one stone. We are killing two birds with one stone. One guy's out there working, trying to get these young guys. The other one is out there. There's two, and I feel like I'm gonna start having to give Champ Kelly his respect more. Like I'm gonna have to keep mentioning his name more because I feel like we're giving a lot of credit to Ziegler. He deserves a lot of credit, but bro, Champ Kelly's not just some fucking coffee manager, right? He's not just going out and getting this guy his fucking coffee in the morning.
No.
So
but that's why we're going so crazy because we have two GMs.
We have
exactly. Like Champ is going to be at some point move on and be a main GM for another team. Bro, for us, this has to be the all-in year because you have two GMs. Like these guys are real and they come from great backgrounds. Like these guys know what it is. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Right. So I'm excited to see what these guys put together, the product on the field this year. I definitely think, man, that we are in for a crazy ride. I said
it when we
no more close games, or not every game being close. There's gonna be some blowouts this year.
Yes, bro. And you know what's crazy? You know who was the first one to mention that? Chandler Jones. When he was talking about this in his press conference, he said the best thing about Patrick Graham's defense is being multiple, going week to week. He said, do you know how hard it is for an offense after you go 3 weeks putting up film in a 3-4 and in a nickel, and then you go out and you attack their ass in a 4-3?
Yeah.
He said that is how blowouts happen. He said, I'm not telling you that there's blowouts going to happen. He said, but that's how they happen. When teams go out and they hit you in a completely different way that what you showed other teams for the last 4 weeks.
Yep.
And guess who's on our team? Chandler Jones.
Yep.
Guess who's on our team? Patrick Graham. Guess who's multiple? Patrick Graham.
I'm excited to see Max this year in this new system with Chandler on the other side. Like, I really am. I think Chandler's always gonna put up 10 plus sacks a year. But this may be a year that Max is gonna come out hungry. I'm gonna throw out a bold prediction. I got 17 sacks this year, Max Crosby.
Yeah. You know why I'm gonna drop 17. That number down?
17.
I'm gonna drop that number, not to hate on Max, but because I think this, with how much attention those two boys are gonna get, a lot of sacks, are gonna fall into the lap of Bilal Nichols.
Yep.
They're just gonna be there for him. He's just gonna look.
Nichols will get 6. I think he'll get 6 this year.
I think he gets 7.
Okay.
But look, one of your guys' favorite. Well, I don't know about how Hemmer feels about him, but Solomon Thomas, right? The best game he had was when he was able to play cleanup crew.
Yeah.
That's because Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue had one of their best games coming off the edge. They were just pushing the pressure into Solomon Thomas's face.
Yes.
So Solomon Thomas had 2 sacks. Bilal Nichols, in my opinion, is a more developed pass rusher than Solomon Thomas. So with that going hand in hand, I think that he could have a phenomenal season.
Definitely.
He said it himself. He said, Bilal Nichols said it himself. He says, I guess you could say that I'm spoiled coming into my career. He says, I had Khalil Mack. Now I got Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. He said, I guess you could say I'm pretty spoiled.
But hey, guys, we're not done yet. We're talking about Nichols like we're not going to go get another defensive tackle. Look, there's still rumors about, we're not going to say rumors, but there's still names out there. There's Calais Campbell. There's other guys that we could potentially bring in.
We already have one Chicago Bear defensive lineman. Why not get Eddie Goldman?
Yep.
I'm not bringing in Akeem Hicks. I'm sorry. I'm not bringing in Akeem Hicks.
Hey, I'm a Sacramento guy, you know what I mean? And he is too, so I'm a little torn, you know what I mean? I know he deals with it.
I'm bringing in Calais Campbell before I bring in Akeem Hicks.
Okay, well, either way. I mean, Goldman, him, Larry O. I mean, I don't care who it is.
Goldman, no. Look, we need before we go out and think of Calais Campbell or fucking Akeem Hicks, we need to get a nose tackle, bro. We don't have a first or second round pick. We need a nose tackle. Whether it's Linval Joseph because he played all 17 games.
Just bring Hankins back.
Bring in Sue.
Bro, Hankins.
There you go.
Hankins has never played in a fucking 3-4.
Bro, he played with Patrick Graham though before with the Giants.
So what?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not doing that, bro. I'm
just saying familiarity. He played. He had one of his most productive years.
But what did Patrick Graham say? I don't give a shit if I ever play.
I know that, but also Patrick Graham is also. We're still looking at the Gilmores of the world and some other guys. Let's just be real. The
Yeah,
Bradbury.
but I mean, there's a difference though between a guy of Gilmore's resume and Hankins' resume. You know.
Well, hey, I'm with Hammer, and I've done a video on this, and I've talked about it before. Bring in Sue.
I'd bring in Sue, and I would even consider bringing back Solly on a low, like dead ass.
You can get it for cheap, but Sue's
Vet
probably
minimum
Tampa
his
Bay.
ass.
Now that Brady's back, I can see him going back to Tampa Bay. Sue, yes,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Bro, fucking Brady was back in less than 48 hours. What's his name? Carlton Davis said, "Yup, I'm back over here." It was like, bro, come on now.
No, but it's because he knew that some of these players were going to start dropping off. He had to come back when he did because they were looking at other quarterbacks, and at that point, Brady's like, you know what, I need to figure this out now because the Deshaun Watson rumor was there. A lot of other guys.
Personally, though, bro, I'm not a huge fan of bringing in Linval Joseph in, but he played 17 games last year, and Linval Joseph, in my opinion, is still very productive. He may not be where he was 4 years ago in terms of rushing the passer, but what we need out of him is to stop the run. If he gets another 4 sacks, great, but we need him to stop the run, and he can do that. So I wouldn't mind bringing in Linval Joseph. On top of that, I feel like the dude would look like a freaking transformer in the silver and black with all the dark visors that he loves to wear in his armband. That should have just looked dope. But I don't know. I'm not too sure on how I'd feel if we brought in Jonathan Hankins back. I would bring him back in terms of depth, but Hankins was a full-time starter for the Raiders these last couple seasons. I don't know if the direction that we're trying to go, Hankins is the best. Well, he's definitely not the best option, but I don't know if he's our first option when it comes to bringing in a defensive tackle back.
I'm just saying, I'm not against it. I'm not against bringing back Hankins.
No, definitely not. I agree.
Play with Patrick Graham when he's healthy. He's very productive. He can still stop the run. He's great against the run, actually, when he's out there on the field and healthy. Yeah. And but now you got Chandler Jones on one end and Max. It's just me, it's like
fucking crazy, dog.
If you can't win with those two guys on the edge, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
yo, I gotta have this phone charged. Like this shit is down to like 20-something% right now.
Yeah, and I know because we on over there in like half an hour, bro.
Yeah, let me get this shit to charge.
I'm gonna charge my stuff up too. I wanted to just pop in with little bro and shoot this shit real quick, man.
Of course,
you know what I mean?
Of course.
You already know, but these motherfucking mosquitoes, bro.
I saw you fighting with them the whole time, bro.
I had to mute my mic to close my garage, bro.
I saw you. You was out there throwing jabs and left hooks and hella shit.
They're attracted to this light, bro.
Hey, how do you feel about this though? He says Carr will be MVP this year.
Hey, I'm not against. Look, shit. Hey, you got everything that you want. You got everything that you want at your disposal. I mean,
but hey, Hammer, go charge that phone, bro.
Yeah, we'll definitely be talking in a bit, y'all.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
I got y'all.
Let's see. Shout to Senkai says facts, docs. My heart, liver, and kidneys can't take any more close games, bro. Talk about it, bro. Jesus says, you think our Raiders going to surprise the NFL this year and compete to the AFC Championship, possible a Super Bowl run?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like if there's ever a Super Bowl window,
it's right now.
It's right now. Bro, this is a Super Bowl window.
You don't get Chandler Jones and Devontae Adams and not be considered a threat for the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Like, you get 2 top 3 guys, potentially number ones. I mean, Chandler Jones at one point, I mean, was I know he's up there in age, but let's be honest. These guys.
Chandler Jones has had a 19 sack season.
Yes.
A 17 sack season. Look. Multiple 14 sack seasons.
And then you got 3 guys that DC's going to be throwing the ball to that are top 3 at their positions with, you know what I'm saying, the wide receiver. You got Devontae.
Renfro's top 3 slot. Waller's top 3 receiver. Devontae's number 1 receiver.
Yeah. Everything is there for you, man. You got Max now as a top 5, maybe pass rusher in this league, a top 5 Chandler Jones.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Well, potentially. I mean,
you're saying by the end of the season. Yeah.
I'm saying potentially. I mean, the guy he's an all pro now, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
or a second team all pro.
All pro is all pro.
Was he first team?
No, second. I believe second.
Second team.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, damn.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of edge rushers, man. I mean, the Miles Garrett's of the world. It's difficult to even crack that top 5, but even to be a top 7, top 8 defense in this league speaks volumes because that's a very, very tough position to play in the NFL.
Yeah, extremely tough, bro.
So
And shout out to my guy Tito, man. He says, despite giving up a first and a second for Adams, don't forget key players on our team like Renfro and Crosby came from the later rounds. We can still improve this year, no doubt, bro, no doubt at all. When you look at this draft, it probably has the best value between rounds 3 to 4. Like that's probably the sweet spot of this year's draft, right? Other drafts, it's like it's extremely top heavy, or there's not really any star power, and then the rest of the kind of draft is kind of like, all right, well, you kind of just got to go best player available. You can't really fill many needs. But this draft is actually extremely like solid all around.
And keep an eye on the undrafted signings as well, man. Ziegler, for him to go out and get a J.C. Jackson undrafted, to see him as an all-pro now, like keep an eye on the undrafted guys. And yeah, I think most of this draft to me is not top heavy. I feel like a lot of these guys, third, fourth, even at those 2 fifths, we might potentially get 2 starters in the 5th. Like
2 sneaky guys, man.
Sneaky guys. I like what's the name we were talking about? Noah, the defensive tackle at what is it, Iowa, I believe, or
Noah.
Is it Noah Ellis? Noah Ellis, I believe. I looked at some of his film. I actually grabbed him in one of my drafts last night.
I definitely didn't see that. Yeah, facts. EC, we had over 700 of y'all, man. We got to get them likes up, man. If anybody has not hit that like button, hit that like button down below, man. We got over 690 of y'all, 700 now of y'all in here, bro. So please hit that like button. And while you're down there, man, hit that sub button, man. We got a lot of freaking content on this channel coming every single day, bro. I don't think I've missed a fucking day in like weeks now, bro. So it's like we got so much shit to talk about, y'all. I'm here every single day, even when we don't got nothing to talk about, bro. So hit that sub button while you down there, please, and show love to the channel. Any news on Gilmore? I'm not too sure. You know what's crazy is that yesterday I sent it to you I sent it to y'all in the group chat. I did the first mock draft now that we don't have no picks in the first and second round. And I like it because it makes you have to go out and really do real homework.
Yeah.
Like now when you're not going out there and like, oh yeah, I got a first and second, I can go out and just get Winfrey or Travis Jones, and then it's considered a good draft, right? Like, no, we actually got to do damage now when we're in those later rounds, because those are the only picks we got. Those are the only picks we got.
Potential guys in those drafts that we had. We both had Kellen Deesh out of Arizona State, a tackle. We both Christian Watson's potentially there, but I mean, it's not really a need at this point. But I mean,
I just still find it crazy though, bro. It's like last week we were settling down for fucking DJ Chark.
Yeah. Yep.
Just last week.
But that's why I wasn't that big on him though, bro, from the jump.
Like, bro, no disrespect by any means to DJ Chark. No. But we were literally about to settle down and be okay with DJ Chark being a Raider. And now these motherfuckers, all right, Devontae Adams, come this way, man. Come this way.
I'm excited. Hey, Tay Day, man. Thursday for the draft, you guys. Thursday, the day 1 draft is Tay Day in Vegas, y'all. Hashtag Tay Day. That's what we're doing at our little function, man. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hey, little bro, I'm going to dip real quick. I know we got about 25 minutes. Let me set up everything. I'm going to see you in a second, brother.
Yes, most definitely, y'all. Hey, everybody, let's go pull over there when we done, and let's celebrate my guy's milestone.
Y'all stick around, though. Stick around until bro's off, and y'all pull up afterwards. My God, on our way to 15. Appreciate y'all.
On our way to 15, man.
I'll see y'all in a minute.
Shout out to the chat, bro. Hey, listen, y'all. I seen a lot of you guys in here, and we still got a lot of y'all in here. Do you guys want to do a mock draft now that we do not have our first and second round picks? Because I could do it. I could pull it up. If that's what you guys want, we could rock out. We could do it that way. If you guys want that, we could do that, most definitely. But really quick, man, now that we have over 700 of you guys in the chat, hit that subscribe button down below, man. Show the channel some love. We have so much content coming your way, you guys. So please, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, man. I would greatly appreciate it, y'all. I'm working every single day for y'all. Every single day. We got so much stuff to talk about, nation. I can't miss a day for you guys. I cannot. Everybody in the chat wants it, so we got to do it. Let me set up the mock draft, y'all, because hey man, we got mock draft season. Mock draft season. Hold on. Hold on. Open system preferences. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. This shit. What the fuck, bro? Why does shit always happen, bro? Yo. Yo. All right. Can y'all hear me now? Y'all can hear me now? I'm muted. Bro, what the fuck? Yo. Yo. Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Still muted? Still muted? Is it still muted? Come on, bro. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. Shout out to the people that stuck around. Y'all can hear me? All right, bet. Y'all can hear me? All right. I don't know what the hell happened, bro. I gotta get this thing set up to where I could do these mock drafts again, bro, because I had to restart the laptop and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. So shout out to everybody who still pulled up, bro. I don't know what the hell just happened, but I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that in a couple minutes though, for real, because I got to be able to do that with the nation, man. I've been doing it. Y'all can hear me now. Good. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Shit, I don't know. I don't even know. Y'all can hear me. We still got over 500 you guys in here, so I'm gonna talk for a little. I'm gonna talk for a little bit more. We still got a couple more minutes before Graf going his live, so I'm gonna do that. Some of these fools just deaf, no worries. Shout out to Xavier, bro. But look, I mean, check it out, y'all. When it comes to this whole new thing that the Raiders got going on, there is no lack of staff. There's no lack of players, talent. The Raiders got it all right now, right? We now just need to execute and put this on the field. We all need to put all this work that we've done on the field now. Like it sounds good. It sounds good to talk about it. It sounds good to see it and read it on paper, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Save money to buy a Mac. I have a Mac. The shit's just fucking up. The shit's just fucking up. I don't know what happened. It's because I restarted the joint and it just, I don't know, it just fucked up. But It is what it is. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna fix it because I was able to do it before. It just wasn't working now. So it is what it is. But yeah, but like I was saying, you guys, we got talent, we got staff. We just need to put it out on the field now. That's what we need to do. We need to put it out on the field. It needs to be done. We have to. Did Gilmore sign with New York? I didn't see no news of Gilmore signing with New York. I didn't see none of that. I didn't see none of that news. I hope Gilmore didn't sign with New York. If Gilmore signed to fucking New York, I'd be pissed. I'd actually be pissed because I really want Gilmore. I still think that Gilmore is a guy that brings a lot to this team, even at the age that he's at. I think that Gilmore brings a lot to any roster that he goes to. I think that Gilmore is a star player still. I think that Gilmore fits this scheme perfectly. It fits like a glove for him. He's a man-on-man corner. Patrick Graham knows him. Why not bring him in? Why not bring him in? Gilmore has not signed. Nah, dude's trolling. Perfect. Because I don't want that man to sign with New York, bro. Whether it's the Jets or the Giants, I don't want him to sign there. The defense will be fine. I agree, Kay. I really want to see this defense though, being able to do that transition, right? Because one of the words that Patrick Graham used was, we're not gonna be complicated. We want to give the illusion that we're complicated. We want to give the illusion that we're doing something when we're not, right? And that's really big. When you're trying to switch week to week for another scheme on offense, that's big, right? Show something to the offense on film, do something different on the field, right? And you have to be able to do that week to week. And the reason why is because like how Chandler Jones said, it creates a higher chance of wins. It creates a higher chance of a blowout. It creates more chances overall for Raiders to have success. So we want to be able to do that, but at the same time, I want to be able to do it at a high level. I really hope that the roster that we have right now, we could do it. I really hope that we could do it. I don't think that we can't. I just really am worried to see where our defensive tackle point stands and where the offensive tackle point stands. I feel like we still need those two factors. Deciding factor for Gilmore will be if he wants to bag over winning. It's kind of tough, White Tyson, right? Because White Tyson, he's been with a winning organization his entire career. And while he was winning, he was kind of getting underpaid. So it's kind of tough. I feel like he may actually be in a position where he wants to bag, but personally, I feel like his services could be used here, and I would gladly give Gilmore $12 million. I would gladly give Gilmore $12.5 million. I would give Gilmore a $25 million deal for 2 years. I would give Gilmore that contract. At the end of the day, though, it ain't my money. It's not my bread. So it's kind of tough, right? It's kind of tough. But at the end of the day, I trust what McDaniels, Champ Kelly, and Dave Ziegler have going on. That's a three-headed monster right there, and they are going crazy behind the scenes. So I hope we have a lot of moves to be made. There's a lot of money to be used, and especially with the potential Derek Carr extension, there is so much that we can do once that happens, you guys, and I'm just excited for the future. I really am, but yeah, I don't really know. Mitchell Rams from Chat Sports saying needs to be declined, needs to be canceled covering the Raiders. What? I don't know. I'm okay if Gilmore goes elsewhere. What I'm not okay with is Parker. Yeah, I don't want Parker to be back on his team if it's starting. I still like Mullen. It's a big year for his career to heading for free agency. It is EC. It really is. So at the end of the day, if we go into the season with Mullen, I'm not mad at that either. But I am a lot more comfortable. I'm a lot more confident with a guy like Gilmore. Mullen is a very good player when he's healthy, when he's playing in a man-to-man scheme, which is what he'll be in, right? So I do think that he'll have success. But at the same time, I think that even where Gilmore's at in his point in his career, I think he's still a better player. And I feel like the Raiders should go out and try and get him. That's what I think. That's what I think. Daryl Williams is still an option. He is most definitely still an option, man. How much cap do we have? We're projected to have anywhere between $16 to $19 million at the moment. You have to remember we have over $20 million just waiting for us in June. So we got a lot of money to work with, you guys. Like a lot. Especially if Derek Carr gets an extension, you can save a ton more money there with Derek Carr. If Hunter Renfrow gets an extension, you can save even more money there with him. I believe you can save up to like $2.5 million with Renfrow. So there's a bunch of money to be made, like a bunch of freaking money to be made. It's just a matter of how we use it, when we use it. And really that's just where we're at right now, right? Like we already have built a good foundation, we built a good roster, a good nucleus. It's just a matter of how we use the money, how we use our time, and what we do going forward. That's what we do. Are they working on Carr's extension right now? I'm not sure if they're working on it right now, but I did hear that a DC extension was already being talked about, so that's very, very exciting. But Gilmore is as good as done, in my opinion. As good as done in terms of what his career, him coming to the Raiders, and what fashion? Because if we're talking about him playing football, I don't think so. So down on certain players, don't deserve it. Oh wait, too many Andys at once. Is there another one on the screen? I feel like let's see, they are working on the extension now. There you go, Salvo. There you go. There you go. But look, you guys. Oh, coming to the Raiders. Okay, I agree. But look, we got less than 15 minutes before my guy Grav goes on. I'm gonna be on this channel. We are going to celebrate a 14,000 subscriber milestone with Graf on his channel. And what better way than to do it with you guys, with the nation, talking Raiders football. So that's what we're gonna do over there on Graf's channel in less than 15 minutes. Please, again, for anybody that is new to this channel, I know we just had a hiccup trying to do a mock draft, but we're going to get that fixed literally right now. That's why I'm going to go off a little bit early, but I'm going to get that done. We're going to get that fixed, but we're going to do that. We're going to do that. So please, if you guys are new to the channel, you guys, hit that subscribe button. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Hit that like button. Hit that dislike button. I don't care. Comment in the comment section down below. I try and hit like on every single comment, at least if I don't get around to getting a comment back to it. So, yeah, nation, join the family. Hit that sub button. Hit that little notification, little bell there too, because that's how you'll get notified the second I go live, the second I upload a video. And right now, we are doing a lot of live shows. I am going to try and get back to my normal 10 to 12 or 8 to 15 minute videos. Whether it's a film breakdown, whether we're just straight up breaking news, that kind of way. But right now, the lives, I love interacting with you guys and hearing your guys' thoughts and opinions. So that's why we've been doing so much of that. But like I said, Raider Nation, if you are new to this channel, hit that sub button and join the family. But I am going to head out. I'm going to fix that. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that right now. So we out.